So what's up, man?
Coolin', man.
You know what I want to hear, right?
What you want to hear?
Baby!
Welcome to another episode of the Buffet Boys. You know what it is. It's episode 51. We back. You know what it is. It's your boy, the Salvadoran sensation, Eb. And as always with me is my main man, 100 Grand, the Hotep hustler himself, the best import coming out of Mexico, Mr. Kodak Brown, Mr. 31 Savage, Mr. Still Yo Girl gave her right back because, yo, hey, listen. February 14th is coming around, and you know me, I don't play Cupid, boo. You gotta go talk to your man. I'm running solo dolo. If you want the pipe, come through. It's my main man, Vic. What's cracking, Vic?
Yo, Em, what is up? What's cracking, yo?
Not much, man. I'm out here just getting used to the new setup that we got popping off.
Yeah, man.
And it's different.
It's different, but we're getting there. We're figuring it out. Hopefully, it sounds a little bit better, a little crisper, a little more seductive. I don't even know what word that was. I don't even know what word. I fucked up. I tried to sound smart, and I sound dumb as fuck.
You sound like Donald Trump out here. You just making shit up.
Fucking Donald Trump and Sarah Palin at the same time, dog. You sounded dumb as fuck. Anyway, man.
What's going on, Vic? What's popping?
Yeah, man, I'm feeling good, Eb. Yeah. I'm doing good. Despite this rain out here in Southern California, man, I'm doing good, Eb. I actually kind of like it.
That's good, man. Hey, listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I love this weather as well. It's nice and cool. It's raining. Nothing like we got, like our brothers in Milwaukee got, because, yo, that shit is wild. When you start calling 40-degree weather a heat wave, yeah, that's when I know. That's when I know that's not. I don't want to have anything to do with that. Absolutely nothing to do with that. So, listen, we got to take it in. 59, I'm cool with. Got my hoodie. I got my jackets. Got my beanies. Got my hats. So we're good, man. But
all of the above.
How was your weekend, man? How was your weekend?
It was good, man. I was just we had my niece's birthday party this weekend.
That's right.
Yesterday was her birthday, so we had to do a little something for her on Saturday.
Right.
And all the kids had a good time. So, what more can you ask for? She had a great time. She got a lot of presents, and it's nice to see my niece super happy. Not that she's not normally. But it was cool, man. It was cool. We missed somebody at the party, but I'm not gonna say nothing about that.
Listen, I sent communication in advance. I sent it through Messenger, and I let him know my little brother's going back to New York. So this was the last Saturday we were gonna spend with him. So we took him out. We had to do some things with him before he left. He's calmed down quite a bit over the last few weeks. Obviously, everyone's been following us with the crazy nonsense that he's been putting me through.
He didn't ask you to go take him to get a Saturday Night Special in the hood,
Nah. He's like, hey, you want to go sell drugs? Like, nah, I'm all right.
Hey, so you're going to come sell drugs with me, right? I got the kilos. Got the kilos on deck.
So listen, I got to go kill somebody. You ready to ride or what? Like, what?
Yeah. Like, all right.
Nah, so it was cool, man. We actually went to we did another escape room. So that was fun. That was a lunar mission. I was the fat astronaut.
Okay.
And then we went shooting. We went to the shooting range on Sunday.
Dang,
yeah. So we were out there, man. It was real fun. But we were with him Saturday all day, man. Like my fucking feet were killing me. But it was fun.
You tired yet?
Oh man, you know what? He's one of those guys that he doesn't know when to quit. So it's like after like 3 or 4 hours of just walking around, and he's like, yo, you want to take a break? Like, nah, I wanted to go to the fucking furthest place that we could walk to for no reason and then come back. And then walk back. So I was just like, oh man. But it was his last time here, and I'm not gonna see him for like maybe half a year after Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, probably summer, right? Probably summer break.
So we kind of had all that planned. Me and my wife, we took him out, had some fun. But yeah, man, you just see how much energy these fucking kids have, dog. 19 years old, I can't deal with that.
Ain't about that life no more.
Yeah, bro. I don't even think I was about that life at 19, to be honest with you. Because
true.
He loves to just walk around and just. That's why I'm telling you, I can't have him go into the hood because the way he is, he'll just walk up to people and just like, hey, so what's going on over here? Is this a legalized gambling game? Is this legalized? Are you guys legally shooting craps? Because I would love to shoot craps. So, but yeah, man, he toned down a lot. Very, very quiet. He had a gig, dog, apparently, because we dropped him off later on that night on Saturday.
Okay.
And he had like a fucking gig. He played with a band somewhere in Hollywood.
What?
Yeah.
What does he play?
He plays the bass. Yeah.
What?
Plays the bass.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dope.
Plays, the name of the group was 2 Hour Shower.
Oh.
Yeah. And we were like, well, how'd you guys come up with that name? And he said, oh, well, one of my buddies, we were going to go out one day and he took a shower and he took like really extra long, and he's like, oh, someone said something to the effect of a 2-hour shower. And you and I, like the first thing that came to my mind was like, oh, that kid was jacking off. Like that's all that was.
Yes,
but
that's exactly what I thought.
I don't think that was, their thoughts. But I was like, that's what you really should have called.
He's wasting a lot of water.
Yeah. With this current drought in California, how did he afford to lose all that? Yeah. So, but it's cool, man. It's crazy. The one thing that I love to see is I really love to see young people, man, just when they got their nose in just different things. You know what I mean? Like they have the freedom to want to do music, want to do just very, very open-minded. And just they just want to try different things, like that's really dope to me. He wants to create, and that's what I like about him. He's a creator in like every sense of the word, whatever it is, clothes, music, writing, drawing. It's really dope to see, man. It's really tight.
And y'all didn't get him a drone? Damn.
Listen, listen, and the reason why is because people that usually create, content creators, people that write and read and fucking draw, hey, they usually don't have money, baby. So I'm just letting them know what it's gonna be like. I mean, you ain't gonna have no drone when you out there struggling, working at Buca de Pepo. You know what I mean? Like serving tables and shit. No shade at the 45-year-olds that are still working at Buca de Pepo waiting for the break.
Just trying to go out and have a cigarette. Goddamn kids get on my fucking nerves.
Oh man,
but yeah, man, it was a pretty good weekend. That was pretty much it, man. I went back to Pasadena for a second because one of my buddies came back and I hadn't seen him all break. He's going back to Texas, which is fucking unfortunate because y'all know Texas. But no, man, I just hung out, watched some football, and yeah, man, my weekend was pretty chill, man.
Good, man. Well, hey, listen, speaking about football, you know what it is, Vic.
Ooh.
Every single Raider fan across the world is currently rejoicing. Why? Because we have
Moist.
John Gruden. That's right. The panties are
Moist.
wet. Yes, sir. John Gruden Chucky is coming back to take us to glory, to remind us what commitment to excellence actually means, not this commitment to mediocrity. And all you bitch-ass, fake-ass, wannabe Raider fans that are always sticking up like it's a fucking Pop Warner team, get ready because you're fucking... Oh man, I can already see every single Raider fan just percolating right now, Vic, because they're finally gonna get what they're so longing, actual wins. Yo, I am beyond ecstatic. I think this is probably one of the next to almost coming to LA. I think this is the next best thing is getting John Gruden back.
Well, I mean, he should have been a part of the organization for a long time. It seemed like he wanted to, but back when he left originally, I guess Al wasn't trying to give him his chips, man. So
it's funny, man.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
It's funny because Al Davis used to give all types of money to the wrong people, dog.
Yes.
He would.
Yes.
He'd be throwing money like he was at a strip club in Houston, but when But when it actually counted, he didn't want to give nobody no fucking bread. But Jamarcus Russell don't get a fucking $60 million guaranteed and all types of bread. Who else did he get, dog? He got some. Who was that fast ass receiver that we had about a couple years? I would say about 5-6 years ago, and he didn't do shit.
Man.
He ended up going to like the fucking Colts or something like that. Just nobody. But he threw all types of money at
Hayden?
that guy. No, not Hayden. I forgot. But anyway, point is that guy used to love fast people. He didn't like people that had brains. And if anybody spoke back to, no, man, forget about it. You are out of the organization. And, yeah, John Gruden, I think, was one person that definitely deserved some of that money, man. He took us in 4 years, took us to the playoffs and damn near the Super Bowl. And essentially
Twice.
The team that went to the Super Bowl was his team. There was nothing that changed about that team.
Yep.
So
and I think the only reason the Raiders lost that Super Bowl is because he knew everything was in the playbook.
Mm-hmm.
It was his playbook. So I think otherwise it would have been no contest, But we got him back. 10-year, $100 million is what is rumored to be, which is kind of crazy.
I mean, listen, the Raiders have been known for giving people all types of money. And I just hope this doesn't turn out to be like damn, we fucked up. We gave John Gruden like everything.
But here's the thing, Eb. Like, okay, 10 mil is a lot, right? A year?
That's
10 mil is a lot a year.
Absolutely.
But in college football, they get that quite a bit, man. There's quite a few coaches getting at least close to that, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's paid by state money. This ain't even gonna go against their cap. So I don't see what's wrong with it,
I mean, I don't have a problem with it because, like I said, he is gonna deliver the Raiders back to the promised land. We're gonna be back there, Super Bowl champions for 8 years in a row. So, hey, Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, take a fucking seat. You guys get the fuck out of here. What? Am I jumping out the window?
We have a bunch of people right now laughing at us because the season ain't even over yet, and we talk about next year.
The hatred that's coming. Listen, that's all. This is what Raiders are. The Raiders, as a fan, what we do is we look to next year, and the following year, and the year after that.
Of course.
And so this year, all I know is that I'm calling it right now. John Gruden doesn't take any shit from anyone. He doesn't give a fuck who you are, doesn't give a fuck how much money you're making. If you're not producing, you're going to ride the fucking pine, or you're going to find yourself playing for the fucking Buffalo Bills. So,
hey, what was that story you were telling me about Jerry Porter?
Ah, yes. So, as the great Lincoln Kennedy put it one day, Jerry Porter at the time was one of our highest paid receivers and our number one receiver at the time. John Gruden doesn't give a fuck who you are. So Jerry Porter was out here running his mouth, talking all types of shit, basically making it seem as though John Gruden needed him. John Gruden was quick to let him know, hey, listen, keep talking shit. You're nobody here. Realistically, I could trade you for a pack of cigarettes and a stick of gum, no problem, today. And brought that man back to reality real quick, real fast. So that is one reason why I love John Gruden, because he calls it how it is. He doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are, no matter how long you've been playing. If you're not producing, if you're not running the routes the way you're supposed to run them, peace.
And he's right though. Look what ended up happening to Jerry Porter when he left.
Nothing.
He went to another team. Fucking nothing. Zip.
Zilch.
He ended up being nobody. Just it's sad to say because I really liked Jerry Porter when he was with the Raiders, but I mean, a lot of it had to do with the talent that he had around him, with the structure of the offense,
team,
and the schemes they were running. So sometimes you got to know your role and just kind of go with it. If you're a top guy, just let your play talk for your your next contract.
Absolutely.
But
when you got Tim Brown and Jerry Rice next to you, you better be shining, dog, because they know that means you're not going to get double teamed. That means you're going to be open all day, every day.
Yep.
So, hey, look, that's just a little something from us, from the Buffet Boys. As everyone should know by now, we are avid Raider fans. And just get ready for the shit talking to begin. Hopefully it doesn't stop like week 6 when we're like, yeah, we're out of this shit. We're not going to make the playoffs.
Like this year.
Like this year. Like
And
this
it's
year and
real
many,
quick.
many other years prior to this 1 year. So
True.
So yeah, man.
Oh man. So Eb, what do you want to get into this week, man?
Well, you know what? I was looking for stuff, and obviously, it's been a pretty hectic week, I guess to say the least. We had Golden Globes. Obviously the
Yep.
New Year started. It's been a lot, man. But I think let's just kind of jump into the biggest thing that we've had this weekend, which was the Golden Globes.
Okay.
You know, there was for the first time, I kind of feel like the Golden Globes were actually talked about. I don't really give a fuck about the Golden Globes, to be quite honest with you. I'm not sure about you, Vic. It's not really something that I'm looking forward to. The Oscars, a portion of it, right? And then the Grammys, the Grammys,
big awards,
the Grammys, a portion of it. But the Golden Globes is kind of like it's the pre-Oscar, right? That's what it is to me. So I guess it kind of lets you know what it is and what it might be, but it's not something that I'm actually going to sit down and watch. But the Golden Globes for 2018, man, listen, they had some viral moments and they had a couple things going on. One of the big things was Coco, right? You've seen Coco, Vic. Wifey saw Coco. You said that you were tearing up like a little bitch at the movie theater. Not at the movie theater. Oh, at the crib. Hey. Sorry, at the crib.
Nah, that's not what I'm taking offense to. you gotta pump your brakes, my man.
No. Vic, you clearly told me that you was out here crying like a little girl.
Yo. I just said that, it got me in my feelings, all right? Got me all in the feels, all right? But you over here trying to over-exaggerate to besmirch the good name of Mr. Kodak Brown. I don't appreciate it, Eb. I don't appreciate it one bit. But right. I digress. Go ahead and continue.
All right. So maybe not like a little bitch, but you were crying nonetheless.
Come on.
Okay.
Well up.
All right. It had you in your feelings for a little bit. Like, hey, listen, there's a lot of movies out there. I'm sure I've shed a couple tears, maybe. Not like a bitch. not no little hoe. But
okay.
But no, again, all jokes aside, apparently Coco was an amazing movie. And it, it's shining a little light on the culture, Vic, right? I mean, a little bit. It's bringing a little attention to Latinos, specifically Mexican, right? And that's pretty dope, man. That's pretty awesome that a movie of that magnitude, specifically for the culture, gets a Golden Globe, because what that should mean is that it's going to win an Academy Award.
Probably, yes. It most likely, it should win the best animated movie of the year. I can't see anything else beating it. I don't remember too many good animated movies coming out this year, but the story alone might be worthy of like a screenplay award or something. Somebody getting a nomination for a screenplay at least, because it was a really, really cute, touching, good story that wasn't like oh, I saw it coming. Oh, it's standard, cookie cutter kids movie. It was really good. It was really interesting. Little twist at the end. It was really dope, man. And the fact that, specifically it is my culture, but that Latinos are able to get put in the forefront and shine in a positive way is really cool. I mean, we can talk about appropriation, this and that we don't know, because we don't know the intentions of the studio. Could be, could not be. Pixar's been having questionable things in the past with some of their movies, but I think they treated it with enough respect where I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and the movie was executed really well. So I think it's cool that they got a Golden Globe for Best Animated Feature, and I guess we'll see what happens, man, because the Oscars are around the corner, and they can't let us have too much, So so we'll see what's up, man.
Well, again, it's I think it was awesome. I think it's a great thing. You know what I mean? Some people, although we're up in arms, and believe it or not, upset that Coco won because they thought that Boss Baby should have won and should have been the
fuck out of here!
I'm not joking.
Are you serious?
Boss Baby was robbed, Victor. Robbed, of course. Why would you want to see brown people win? You want to see Boss Baby. Boss Baby looks like fucking Sean Spicer, dog, when he was 5 in a suit. Get the fuck out of here. No one wants to watch that.
You know what though? My niece loves Boss Baby.
Yeah.
She really liked Coco too, but she did like Boss Baby. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch that one. I have no urge whatsoever to watch that movie. But I think that, like I said, I think Coco kind of transcends at least the child animation aspect of it. Like, it's still for children, and like most Pixar movies, it's enjoyable for almost anybody.
Well, I had you crying, so I mean, obviously it must have been good, you know what I mean? For it to touch a part of you that said, you know what, I'm going to cry. So
you use the word cry a whole lot. And
Victor, it's
I want to make this absolutely clear. I didn't cry. I welled up a little bit. All right, if you get a movie that reminds you of your abuelita, you let me know if it doesn't touch you in a certain place. Like that, yo.
I don't like movies touching me in any place, Vic. Okay, all I'm saying is I'm not even making fun of it. I'm just saying, listen.
You probably cried during The Lion King. Get the fuck out of here.
I told you I cried in Kindergarten Cop at the end when Arnold.
I've
made this point, but I was
even a joke.
I was 9, dog. Chill.
The funny thing is that this is not even a joke. This is not something you came off the top. This is something that you've actually told me.
It's felt.
Oh shit.
Dog, it's a sad movie. It's a sad movie. But anyway, but yeah, man, some people are saying Baby Boss got robbed. How? I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. Too bad. Keep crying. Too bad. Coco won. Although, listen, this is what they usually do, though, Vic. What they'll do is they'll kind of throw a bone and just go, here you go, Coco. Get it. This is all you. Golden Globe. Like, oh, shit, we got this. And then when the Academy Award run comes around, Boss Baby, ends up winning the Academy Award. And you know what that is, dog? All it is kind of like we got to throw a bone.
I told you, Ed, they can't let us have too much, man. They can't let us. Here's a little taste, but you can't have it all.
That's right. Listen, Mexicans are already feeling like, yo, we making traction in these streets. So, you know what I mean? So, but yeah. So that wasn't the only thing, obviously, that happened at the Golden Globes. Mm-hmm. The bigger story that came out of the Golden Globes was, everyone's favorite auntie, Oprah, got up on stage, received an award, and gave a very heartfelt, impactful, Vic. So much so that some people were saying it was damn near presidential. She came up and gave an amazing speech, essentially calling all women to arms and saying that there is a new day upon us. A new day upon us where no one will have to say, me too.
Damn.
So what do you think about this, Vic? What do you think about Oprah being presidential, man? Would you vote for Oprah?
Yeah, man. I wouldn't automatically vote for her because one, I'm already making fun of our current president for being a celebrity, and that being his only.
It's hard for me to consider Oprah just a celebrity because Donald Trump is just a millionaire who was able to get on TV. Oprah Winfrey has been on TV, however, she has shown time and time again that she is for the people.
Yeah, Ed, but I mean, like I said, I can't just say I will vote for her. I mean, I don't see a reason why right now I wouldn't, but we also need to hear what her positions are and things. You never know. She's been rich for a long time, Ed.
That's very true.
You might not like to hear what she says about certain things, or she might be completely a reasonable candidate. And the problem is that the same people that we're making fun of for voting for Donald Trump because he's on TV are going to have ammo to come back like, oh, yeah, except she might actually be a decent candidate.
She might be a decent human being. How about that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with her now. Like, Donald Trump, there was plenty of warning signs before he even entertained the idea.
Absolutely. Sexual misconduct, being a fucking racist.
The Central Park 4, what was it? Central Park 4?
Yeah, all of that. Every single thing and I've said it time and time again, when is the last time you've had a fucking billionaire care about the regular common person? Outside of maybe Warren Buffett and a few others. But for the most part, billionaires and millionaires are after their bottom line. That's it. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about me. You really think him becoming a president is going to change all that? Like, this guy has been a selfish piece of shit for as long as anyone can remember. Just him saying the things that he says, the vile, disgusting shit that he said and been caught saying on TV and on video, what makes you think that that would translate into a good president and a good leader? That just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. As long as I can remember, a leader is someone who has tact, right? Has morals. That alone is crazy. This fucking piece of shit doesn't have any fucking morals.
Humility.
Oh, that guy doesn't even know what humility means. Fucking.
He don't know what a lot of words mean, to be fair.
That's very true. I mean, he's old though. He was like fucking 75.
That's not an excuse. I don't give a fuck. People try to use the excuse that, you got to give him a pass because he was born in a different time. It's a different era that he grew up in.
Fuck that. We're in different times.
as a person, you're supposed to grow.
Yeah.
You're supposed to grow with the era that you're in.
Absolutely.
So if you're stuck in 1940, then you're wrong. Regardless of what you think, you're wrong. You're the one that's wrong. It's not the new age of what's going on or the new, what society is going by.
This is why Vic's wearing skinny jeans and fucking rips in his pants. He understands
that's exactly why.
This is why he understands that times got to change. You can't keep wearing them big ass jeans with Tim boots and a fucking do-rag. Like, it's not the fucking early 90s anymore.
I'm not gonna not wear a highlighter shirt. I need to be bright yellow all the time.
Hey, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But yes, listen, Oprah Winfrey, I think, I don't know. I did. I heard the speech. Presidential is a stretch in my opinion. I'm not gonna give it that. I'm definitely not gonna give it that. But to say it wasn't impactful, that would be a lie. Because she definitely spoke up for women. She was out there, no problem. But again, some of these media outlets were jumping out the window and saying presidential. The one thing I will say though, the one thing I can say is compared to who we currently have in office right now as a president, that was 100% all the way presidential. I mean, compared to this dumb fuck that we have in there tweeting every day, yes, I would consider that presidential any day of the week. But again, for the most part, she was just talking about women. She was talking about the struggle and all the shit that's been coming out, the current climate. And listen, I applaud her for it, man.
There was a lot of statements being made, right? As far as the deviancy that's being forced upon women in the movie industry and TV industry, entertainment. You're right. All right, entertainment. You're right. Well, there was many people that wore "Time's Up" pins. Which pretty much mean your time's up, you deviant motherfuckers, which, I believe in. That it's good that everybody knew that it was it was a dirty secret that wasn't so secret.
Yeah. I think the worst part about all of this is it's great. Yeah. We're ousting all these nasty, deviant, disgusting, vile. And you know what it is? It's usually these ugly, fat fucks, and you know what? I'm gonna take that back. I was gonna say it's usually these ugly, fat, fucking pasty, disgusting motherfuckers, but not really, dog. It really isn't. Some of these guys are like regular. It could be
anybody, yeah.
It's just like regular fucking dudes. Like look at Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck was out here like, I'm with you, and then that video came out, and he's like, yeah, okay, maybe I need to chill.
I'm in the background.
So but what I was trying to say was essentially that it's a great thing that we're kind of ousting these people, right? These fucking nasty, just deviant motherfuckers. What's fucked up about it is it's been going on for such a long time. These guys have made so much money that if they do get ousted out of this shit, financially, they're probably going to be pretty well off, dog, because a lot of the shit that they've done, that statute of limitation is up. So they're not going to get, okay, so you lose your whatever. You're still a fucking millionaire, multi-millionaire. It's not like if someone came and accused you of doing all this shit, right? And like 40 women came out like, yo, you'd be under the jail right now.
Shit's a wrap. I'm done.
Done. You can't get no.
Done.
Where are you gonna work? Like, who's gonna give you work? You know what I mean? Like, you're not a millionaire. Like, it's a wrap. So, again, financially, these pieces of shit, I feel like they need to be hit financially, Vic. That's what I want to see. Like, I want to get them ousted, and I want to see that money get taken away. I want to see all that shit come crumbling down so you can feel it, so you can really understand it. Because, listen, there's one thing being called a piece of shit when you're broke, and there's another thing to be called a piece of shit when you're a multimillionaire, Vic. So, I don't know, man.
You know what's interesting though? Speaking of like the whole money aspect, I was listening to Legend in My Spare Time podcast a little earlier. Our good buddies from across the pond,
Hey, mate.
and and they were actually talking about how Corey Feldman's trying to capitalize on this whole movement.
Yeah.
And he's asking for $10 million to uncover people that are still working in the industry that might still be abusing people that were his age when he was being abused.
Yeah, well, what I heard was
young actors.
What I heard was that he wanted to make a movie about it, and he was asking for money to produce the movie for it. And that's what he was asking for. However, in my mind, I'm thinking, like, if you know who it is, then you should say something. But one thing that he was saying was that these people are so powerful, have so much money, that they'll come after him. You know what I mean? And they did. They essentially did, because he kind of said some shit years ago, and he said that he got blackballed, and it was a scary time for him. And I believe it, man. When you have that much bread, like, you probably know some people, dog. And if you got people in high places, you know how this country rocks. You know, so
the thing is that right now he doesn't have a whole lot of danger of falling back into that. Right now, that movement is so powerful that you can't really blackball someone that hard right now.
Yeah.
Maybe later down the line you might get impacted by it. But if you know that there's still people that might be still working with kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or anybody, no matter who they're abusing, but especially kids, and you're not going to do something to protect them, then you are a scumbag. Yeah. You know, the boys on that podcast actually, you know, kind of brought up the same thought process, and I completely agree. So, you know, fuck that guy too. I know he had a hard life, but fuck him.
I know he had a hard life, but fuck him.
I know. Yeah, no, I mean he also had a better life than most people. So, in some aspects, he made a lot of money. He was famous and got to do what he wanted for most of his life. So, and in this aspect of it, fuck him. We'll see what happens, man.
I think for sure that needs to be something. He needs to say, listen, I'm just gonna come out and do it, and he'll probably just get money on that alone, just by coming out and saying it, because he'll probably, you know, all types of news outlets are gonna want to interview him, so he's probably gonna make money off that alone.
Yep.
You know, so.
Yep.
But yeah,
another little way that people were protesting and, you know, kind of resisting the resist movement was going on in at the Golden Globes was people wearing black, simply just wearing all black, and there was a lot of people doing that. So there were just a lot of little things, people kind of standing up, letting their voice be heard, and it made for an interesting Golden Globes, which is not something people usually say.
Yeah, like you're absolutely right, Vic. But like I said, the biggest thing about the night was Oprah Winfrey's speech. And it being essentially presidential. And listen, like I said, I wouldn't go as far as saying that it was presidential. It was very well articulated, and it was a very impactful. And I'll definitely say that. Now, if she ran for office, if it was her versus fucking Donald Trump, then
well, you know who I'm voting for.
You know what it is all day. But yo, you know what I was thinking about? Yo, what would happen if it was Oprah versus Steve Bannon?
Oh shit!
And let me tell you, off the rip, you know, both of us we're going for Oprah, right? You know what I mean?
Yep.
But the simple fact that Steve Bannon would even be in the running would scare the shit out of me, because then that to me would mean, yo, he has a huge following, and it's a lot bigger than the one that we currently have. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's going to be more people for that piece of shit. And imagine, dog, what this world would come to if Steve Bannon was running for office.
Well, like, the crazy thing is that right now he's in a lot of like turmoil, and he's backstepping a whole lot. he is bowing the knee to Donald Trump right now, and who knows if it's going to be enough for him to be in the good graces of the Nazi right? I mean, alt-right. But my question is, Ed, here's where I see a problem with Oprah. Here's the one problem I see with Oprah, and it's going to be a problem for a big part of the country. It's going to be a problem for the conservatives in particular.
Stedman.
Well, yes.
Stedman?
She's not married, and that usually for normal people, so what? Yeah. But for a lot of people, it makes them seem untrustworthy that they're not married.
I guess
at a certain age. I don't give a fuck. I think it's fine.
I think
but
so.
I just want to say, hey Oprah, if you need somebody to get married to, hey boo, hey, I got you.
Listen, all Oprah needs to come out, keep it funky, and be like, the reason we're not getting married is because I'm not giving him any of my money. Simple as that.
Yes.
And that's it. And I bet you even every conservative around there, you know what? Well, that makes sense. That absolutely makes sense. I'm not giving half. So it's crazy. I was watching Stedman at this fucking at the Golden Globes, and I was like, this motherfucker looked like a wrestler. Like he looked like Jesse Ventura, dog. Like all he needs is a bandana and like a bodysuit made out of spandex and some boots. And I'm like, yo, this motherfucker looked like a legit old 1989 WWF wrestler, dog.
Oh shit, dog, you're wrong, dog.
Look at him. Listen, after this, look at him and be like, oh shit, he kind of does. That's someone I can believe in. But yo, man, hey, I saw a report that came out, since we're kind of on the topic. Donald Trump has already spent $120 million playing golf.
Golf? Yeah, I heard about that.
That's fucking wow. That's more money than Obama spent in his entire 2 terms playing golf. How the fuck? I don't understand it, man. Like, and they were saying that this guy is smart as fuck too, because he's not only using that money, but that money is essentially paying him because he's playing golf at his resorts. So he's not
only that, it's increasing the rate of which you have to pay to play at Mar-a-Lago or any of his golf courses. So he's making money off that as well.
God. And the people that are coming to stay when they find out that he's going to be there. So he's keeping that shit packed at all times. Oh, yo, that is fucking nuts, man. He's a piece of shit, but he's playing that shit well, dog. He's playing that. He's a piece of, keep it funky, dog.
Fiddle, dog. Like a fucking fiddle.
He's playing this entire country like a fucking fiddle, Vic. He doesn't even know what the fuck he's doing. He's just impulsive. You know what I mean? My button's bigger than yours and it works. which sound like to me like that's wartime. You know what I mean? Like flip those, dog. Flip that and like it's you, and instead of button, replace it with gun.
I got bigger guns and mine works.
That shit sound like a fucking freestyle, dog. Like, yo, I got I got bigger.
And my gun bigger than yours.
My gun talk. What's popping? Like, you know what I mean? Like my shit bangs and it's bigger than yours. What's up? Like that sounds like, all right, it's go time. Let's do this. It's fucking wild, man. And listen, the human skin tag, Steve Bannon came out with his fucking book.
Shit.
Was it Fire and Fury?
He didn't come out with the book. It was
someone else wrote it, but
Michael Wolff or something like that.
Yeah, he wrote it. It was all his account, right?
Yeah. He got access to the White House by writing a very generous piece towards Donald Trump during his campaign. And we know how easy it is to manipulate Donald Trump. He when he saw that and he asked for an invitation, they let him in with I think they call it like the hard blue pass or something like that. That lets you go pretty much anywhere in the White House.
Wow.
Well, anywhere where press can go at the highest clearance, right? So that the highest clearance the press can go. He had that access. Wow. Yeah, he was just walking around asking people what they thought, and apparently a majority of them thought that Donald Trump is a fucking idiot. And apparently, there are tapes of interviews that he's done
Nice.
with these words said.
And
So
I
when-
quote, fucking idiot.
So when Donald Trump threatened to sue him for libel, he pretty much just said, "Hey, I have a lot of tapes of these recordings. So if you want to play, we can play. If you want these to come out for people to absolutely have no question whether or not people around you are saying these things, we can do that. I'm with the shits."
Yeah, I heard this guy took some very great notes. I mean, to the T. And I thank him for that. So apparently it is popping. So like the shit is sold out, dog. Like it's gonna take months for people to get their books. Like it's sold out everywhere and anywhere you can buy a book. So I think, to me, it's fucked up that this guy's making money off of it. You know what I mean? Because that piece of shit, he needs to get the fuck on too, dog. Like, listen, this whole Me Too, we got to get him out. Because I know he looks like he's got sexual misconduct in his DNA, dog. I could tell, dog. Like that shit.
Hell yeah.
Like literally, sexual misconduct is on every single one of his skin tags. I can see it, dog. Like he wears it like a badge of honor. That's fucking wild, dog. Wild.
Oh man, I don't know, man. It's getting harder and harder to see how this guy's gonna get taken out, even though there's more and more evidence coming out of reasons why Donald Trump and all his cronies should be out. It just like it's like everything that comes up that's a legitimate thing, he survives. So you're just like, what the fuck is it gonna take? What's it gonna take to get this motherfucker out? So we'll just see, man. We'll see. I hate fucking every day reading the news, and of course it's like 4 or 5 stories with fucking the orange one himself in it. So, oh man, I don't know. But there was more going on. There was more going on this week.
Yeah, man. Well, listen. Some other news that's been popping and trending over the last few days is the Black Panther is slated to come out in mid-February, and I'm all for it. I know you're all for it, Vic. We get more people of color. This is going to be essentially an all-black cast of superheroes, and who's not for that? You know what I mean? The funny thing to me is, man, when your own people are boycotting you. Now, I can understand if they're boycotting you for something that's fucking egregious, something that's fucking crazy. You know what I mean? We always talking about how we need to support black movies, black ownership, brown movies, whatever. But apparently, Black Panther, and not necessarily Black Panther, but one of the specific actors, Michael B. Jordan, is coming under a little heat because on Twitter, there was a video that came out where he was paired up with his boo, who happens to be a white woman. Okay. Now, Black Twitter, and specifically the black women of Twitter. And listen, black women on Twitter are undefeated, dog. Unde-fucking-feated. Okay? Because when they put their mind to something and something ain't right, they gonna fuck you up. This is one of my fears, dog. I'll go against anybody on Twitter. You know me. But if I get any
black woman Twitter.
Nope. If I get that, they on my ass, Vic. I'm gonna have to log off. I'm turning my shit off. I can't deal with it, dog. It's too much.
Okay.
I don't fight. I don't say nothing. I stay quiet and I just keep it pushing. They're essentially calling for the boycott of Black Panther because Michael B. Jordan is dating a white woman. This to me, it's one of the most ass backwards. The thinking behind it is fucking crazy to me, because to be honest with you, I haven't just heard this from black women. I've heard this from Latino women as well. The very hardcore, you know what I mean? Like they when you date someone, it's fucking wild. But this is so ass backwards to me that you are going to boycott probably one of the only few movies that has an all-black cast, that has this much attention, this much money, and it has a machine behind it. Okay, This shit has been played during the playoffs, during games, during prime time, fucking posters everywhere. There aren't too many movies that are gonna depict black men and in this type of light.
as a
powerful,
hero.
strong hero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something that's gonna uplift. That you are gonna go so far as to boycott this movie because Michael B. Jordan is dating a white woman? What kind of shit is that?
I mean, it kind of goes back to the long, drawn-out argument of as soon as a man of color, gets a little money, he goes running to the white woman. But that's not really the case, man. Like I always hate that trope because it's not that. It's more in the fact that when you start
making
expanding,
money,
you start expanding your circle,
and you make more
right?
money.
Well, that it happens a lot when you make more money or when you're becoming more popular.
You're gonna be exposed to white women.
You're gonna be exposed to everyone. You're gonna be exposed to everyone, Ed. Try to paint me in a corner here, and I ain't gonna fall for it. No, when you start broadening your horizons, you cross paths with a lot of different people. Stop it! Stop it! You quit it. You don't get me in trouble here.
Big, you walk in a tight line, dog. I just want to make sure you walk this right because you might put yourself in a corner.
Regardless of who you are, or regardless of who you're around, love is whoever you decide you love. You can't choose it really. I mean, you can choose it, but to deny yourself would be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It'd be like if you really like pizza and you deny yourself eating pizza just because it's not fucking lasagna or something. It's fucking weird. It's not. I don't know, man.
At its most basic form, yes. In some weird way, I understand the argument, though. I really do. I get it, but it's fucking crazy that you would hold somebody essentially you would say you are not down for the cause because you're dating a white woman or you're dating this woman, because sometimes it's not even white, dog. It could be a fucking Asian woman, it could be a fucking Hispanic woman, and vice versa. You know what I mean? That's how far you would take it. And
I mean, I never understood that thinking of only wanting to be with your own race. I never got it. It might be partially due to the environment that I grew up in, at least the area I grew up in, where I kind of didn't feel like racial tension in any direction. Well, between I didn't feel a lot. At least it wasn't super divided where we grew up, you know. Well, anyway.
All right.
Anyway, you're not letting me finish my fucking point.
I'm sorry.
Now I lost my track, man. My train of thought. What the fuck?
Again, it's I know what you're trying to say, Vic. You weren't brought up in this. You're only gonna date a Mexican woman. You're only gonna date a black woman. You're only gonna date a white woman. Well,
I was. If it was up to my family. Absolutely.
Maybe.
But as far as I saw it through my own thinking, I always thought it was weird that would be a criteria that you have to stick within this parameter.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Right? Like I love the differences of all people. So I as a matter of fact, my preference, I mean, I'll marry whoever I love. Right, if it comes down to it. But I always see myself making an interracial baby, in all honesty. I don't know what it will be. It'll be Mexican something, right? But I always thought there's something special to having a child that has such a diverse history in his lineage. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm at all against marrying a Latina, and I love Latina. I love the Latinas, but like I always saw that kind of in my future,
right?
You know. So I don't know, man. I mean, maybe I'm the wrong one, and that's possible.
Well, listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with having a preference. And if you're black and you want to date black, that's fine. If you're Latino and you want to date Latino, that's fine. But if you're not, there shouldn't be a fucking problem with it. If I don't want to date a Salvadoran just because I don't want to and I want to date this, I don't give a fuck. That doesn't make me any less down for any cause. It doesn't make me less open-minded to, as a matter of fact, I think it makes me even more open-minded. Yeah. Now, but again, it shouldn't shake nor it should deter my thinking, right? Or how I come across or what it is that I stand for. Mm-hmm. Just because I date whoever, again, you're basically pigeonholing someone and saying, well, yeah, no, you can't date her. I don't give a fuck. I mean, that's literally what people have died over is love and trying to date someone that they want to be with. People were getting murdered and fucking lynched and hung for that. Yep. People went to jail for that. Like, you think Martin Luther King was out here just for, no, that wasn't it. Like, it wasn't just that. You know what I mean? Like, it boggles my mind that anyone could even think that way when, again, people have gone to jail for it. People have died for it. People have fought for it to give you the opportunity to make any decision that you want in this fucking world. I mean, I get it. I understand the struggle. I understand it. I've been there. I've been a part of it. You know what I mean? But to essentially tell someone that, I mean, you're basically telling somebody that you ain't shit because you're dating this white woman and I'm not going to support you now.
Or you're saying that they ain't shit because they ain't like you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's where, that's kind of like another aspect of it that I think is kind of crazy. Like, your argument's confusing. Because either he ain't shit because he ain't with a black woman, or they ain't shit because they ain't black. It's kind of a polarizing position to be in.
No matter how you cut it, it's fucked.
Yeah, it's fucked up. So I don't know. I mean,
again, listen. You can have whatever preference you have. That's fine. If you want to date black, date black. If you want to date brown, date fucking brown. Date whatever it is the fuck you want to date. But
Or be open to dating whatever comes up. That's fine too.
Yeah, if you fall in love with whoever you fall in love with, yo, you know how many women in my lifetime I have met that I have just fucking clicked with, that are just dope all around.
Only one, Eb, your wife. Only one, your wife.
Thank you. I was gonna say none, but my wife, and she's fucking Mexican, and there's a big difference in how we grow up and the culture, because the culture
and there's big tension between the two cultures.
Yeah, huge tension. I mean, go forever. You know what I mean? But I mean, there's similarity. The similarity is that we're brown, that we speak essentially the same language, and that's kind of where it stops. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, we all like the same things, but the cultures are just polar opposites, in my opinion, anyway. But you love who you love, man. You find you whoever it is, but that doesn't make that person any less black. You know what I mean? Like you're pigeonholing and you're taking away from someone you don't even know. Like, this man could have literally fought for fucking decades, dog, for the movement. And because he falls in love with a white chick, that's a wrap? Come on. That's fucking ridiculous.
He brought light to one of the biggest police shootings at least in California history, but it was one of the biggest news stories
up in the Bay, yeah.
For 10 years.
The Fruitvale Station movie, yeah.
It brought light to police brutality, and he got paid for it, of course, but it still brought attention to a very important issue, and to just dismiss that he is down for the cause is kind of crazy to me.
Or just that you're going to boycott something that's actually bringing revenue and bringing a wider audience to the culture. That's fucking wild to me.
And to think that he actually gives a fuck what you think about his love life is also kind of crazy. This is going to hurt him. Nah, he don't give a fuck. Unless it becomes like violence towards him, then maybe.
Yeah, I mean, they did this shit to Kendrick too. They did the same shit to Kendrick. And I think the reason they did it to Kendrick was because she was light skinned.
Let's not even get into that. That's
well, anyway.
We talked about that before.
Well, listen, outside of the Michael B. Jordan nonsense shit that happened, since we're out here talking about race, Vic, sometimes I sit and I wonder, these fucking corporations and these companies that have so much fucking money, they have marketing teams. I know this for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
I know this for my wife works for a very well known company that sells pens, and she works in marketing. So everything.
Do they sell lighters?
They sell everything, dog. No, they don't. They don't sell. That's the other. That's the we don't talk about that in this house, dog.
You don't buy them lighters at your house.
We don't fuck with those lighters out here, dog.
We use matches in this house.
We use matches, or we drive to a fucking lighter fluid fucking shop, dog. Okay. We don't do that. So anyway, I know that everything, to the smallest detail, goes through marketing. It goes through, I want to say a rigorous process, but I'll tell you this much. It goes through someone, dog. And someone says it's okay to put this out to the mass media or to just the mass audience of people that you're trying to sell shit to. Mm-hmm. So H&M, that's right. If you weigh over 205 pounds and you're a man.
I don't know them.
You don't know H&M. Yeah.
You don't know H&M.
You don't know H&M. Even they're big and tall. Even they're big and tall. You don't know H&M. You don't know what that is. Yeah. We don't do that. We don't do that around here. And less now. So H&M, again, if you're overweight, you probably don't shop there. You probably pass it a lot in the mall because it's literally in every single mall. It's coming under some very, very, very hot water, or they're in very hot water.
Yes.
After it was revealed that on one of their, on their webpage, on their UK catalog, web catalog, on their UK web catalog, under the children's section for clothes, they had this very, very cute boy. Now, wait, let me take that back because I don't want this to sound weird.
You believe that in.
The kid was, he's a strong king. You know what I mean? Very handsome kid. Okay. Right? They had him in his gear. Obviously, when you shop around, you always look at the models that they have on there and see how that looks and, how this looks. And, that's a great color. So they had this young king right in the front, Vic, with a green sweater that read, "Coolest monkey in the jungle."
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
100% out of fucking line and out of fucking pocket, and dare I say, maybe out of touch or not.
It's so much. I read this story and I actually started looking on Twitter because, of course, the reactions happen on Twitter. And there was people defending this, saying that, they're from the UK, they don't understand.
Get the fuck out of here.
No. Stop immediately, shut the fuck up, and understand that this is a term used worldwide. To belittle people of African descent.
Yeah, don't front. Don't act
not African Americans, people of African descent.
Yeah, don't front because we've seen the games where you fucking dirty motherfuckers are throwing bananas at these players.
Yep.
Okay? So get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah. So that's not an excuse, nor would it be an excuse if they didn't use it culturally. It's a thing. It's a thing, and I think it's pretty well known. And so there's no excuse for it. And the fact that this obviously went through, first of all, the photographer, right?
Mm-hmm.
The editor of the photo editor, excuse me, the person that puts together the catalog, the catalog director, and the webmaster or the web designer. It went through too many people.
The marketing team. That's just so needs to go through marketing team. Yes,
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and it's amazing that no one saw this and said, you know what? Switch it to the other shirt. Switch him to the other shirt because this is not appropriate. This is not appropriate. And and that's all it would have taken. You know, it would have taken just a little realization. Because I'll tell you what, I bet you very few people very few black people would buy their kids that sweater just for the connotation alone.
Yeah.
For the history that insult has. It's really mind-boggling how these things slip by, and sometimes, I mean, you think that maybe they did it on purpose to get a little clout, little news, going.
Little shock value, a little, bringing some nice.
And all they have to do is, say, "Oh, I'm sorry, it was an oversight."
Publicity,
we didn't see it. We didn't see it coming. We didn't think about it. I'm sorry, and we'll take it down.
Yeah,
it's bullshit, and
that's like them putting your son in the front, Vic, and it says the coolest bean in the pot. Like we wouldn't
say the hottest bean in the pot.
Oh, the hottest bean in the some, or the wettest back in the front. I don't know, whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Something.
The wettest back in the front. Jesus Christ. I think that's the name of the episode. Jesus Christ. Holy crap. Wettest back in the front.
Woo!
Okay.
Listen, I'm on fire. But the fucking point is, yo, for a company as big as H&M, for the amount of people that, I don't give a fuck if it was the UK. I don't give a fuck. That you can't use that argument. So just fucking stop it, man. Just the look alone, wouldn't that make you feel some type of way? Or were these people just very like, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. It's the same thing where, who the fuck was this dumbass in, I was Nebraska or Iowa or some shit, said that that Michelle Obama looked like a fucking orangutan or some shit like that. Some fucking white, and this bitch looked like the ugliest, pastiest, Al Gratin sliced potato on fucking earth to even say some shit like that. And then her trying to defend it, say, well, I'm just saying that she's ugly. No, bitch, you're making a fucking racist comment and you fucking know it, and you're trying to hide behind that shit. But in this case, I just don't understand how they would even do something like that, all right? Like, this is who we should be boycotting, people. This is who you should be boycotting.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And again, for a company of this magnitude, and for the amount of hands that this picture must have passed through, it's fucking wild.
That's the thing that it has. That's the thing that disturbs me the most, because things like this, like catalogs, go through so many people. There's so much setup. They know exactly which models will be wearing what thing before the shoot even happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it makes me feel like it was either a huge oversight or, like I said, a publicity stunt to get their name out there, to get a few more sales in. And if that's the case, that's some fucking grimy shit.
Yeah, but I mean, let's keep it funky, Vig. I wouldn't
put it past them.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past any big company. Like, I hope it never happens with any company I like, but if it happens, I have no loyalty to a company that I'm giving my money to.
Right.
So fuck H&M. I mean, I never shopped there to begin with, because let's face it, they ain't got my size.
Let's face it, they ain't got my size. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna. It is what it is. I haven't supported it just because I can't. You know what I mean? But if I lose weight, best believe I'm not gonna support y'all. So yeah, man, this is fucking stupid, man. And anyone out here caping, anyone out here trying to fucking defend it, you're a piece of shit too. There's certain things that I'm okay with looking at both sides of the coins and wanting to say, you know what? I need to hear both sides. Unfortunately, no matter what you tell me, looking at that, yeah, no, I can't rock with that.
I mean, the thing is that, like, I'm very aware that there's hypersensitivity in our society right now,
and there should be. What the fuck? I mean, it doesn't look. Look, I get it.
For certain things,
yes, there's certain things that, yes, I get it. All right, we're sensitive. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of sensitive fucking people out here right now, Vic. A lot of them, and I understand it. But with other things, nah, get the fuck out of here. Some shit's, a spade is a spade.
Yep.
And this is a fucking spade. You know what I mean? So, yeah, look, H&M, fuck you. You know what I mean? We weren't going to wear your tight ass shit. We weren't going to wear your tight ass shit anyway. And worse now. I feel bad for the parents of that kid, man. To be honest with you, I'd be fucking livid through the
there's gonna be a lawsuit going. You know it. You know there's gonna be a lawsuit going. Yeah, as they should. As they should. They're gonna have to probably settle out of court. Which, again, I won't shed a tear for them. And fuck their clothes. I heard the fucking shit rips in like 2 washes anyway.
Very true.
And that's skinny people.
I ain't got no sympathy.
Get the fuck out of here.
I ain't got no sympathy for fucking skinny people, dog. I ain't got no sympathy for skinny people. Fuck them too.
No thread. They can handle
what you know about spending $100 on fucking 2 pairs of shirts, dog? When you can go out to find a fucking $3 shirt and wear it like it's nothing. My little bro, yo.
That's the thing about H&M. They sell like $5 shirts. I'm just like, word, dog. My shakas cost $10, dog.
And
that's a white t-shirt with nothing on it.
Nada on it, dog. Crispy as cardboard. Okay. I got no sympathy for you. Buy your little $3 shirts at fucking Old Navy and H&M. I ain't trying to hear that shit. But listen, man. Another story that kind of had me dying, kind of had me kind of laughing a little bit. I'm not gonna say laughing, but speaking about sensitivity. Mr. You know, if you're horny, jump on it, ride it, my pony.
Oh God.
Ginuwine is sparking a little controversy, and oddly enough, in the UK as well. That's when you know you wash, dog. When they wouldn't even, you know you wash when they wouldn't even put you in the Big Brother in US. They go put you in the one in the fucking across the pond, dog.
Okay.
So Ginuwine is also under some fire. He was he's currently on he was on one of the recent episodes of Celebrity Big Brother. Ginuwine, he essentially rejected one of his fellow housemates by the name of India Willoughby. Now, India Willoughby is actually trans. Okay. And she came up to young Ginuwine, Mr. How'd you fit all that in them jeans? And asked him, "You would date me, yeah?" To which Ginuwine replied, "Not if you were trans." And at that moment, India tried to kiss Ginuwine. At which point, Ginuwine hit her with the swim move.
Skirt.
So this has set Twitter on fire, Vic. And this is because, again, Ginuwine turned down a trans woman. And basically, people are saying that he's transphobic because he didn't want to kiss her. And listen, go ahead.
I don't know how familiar you are with this story. Did he say anything out of line?
No, that was it. He wouldn't do it. She tried to kiss him, and he hit her with the juke move. Like, nah, I'm good. Watch out, bang. Listen, I literally just said it. We literally just said it.
So we're hitting the two ends of the spectrum with the sexual assault shit because
oh God. Yeah. Well, technically
no, don't go there. Don't use it. No, don't go there.
Ah, man, I wish I was Dave Chappelle. I wish I was on stage right now to give one of the funniest.
Oh man, look, you cannot go around kissing people, grabbing people that don't want it.
Yeah, you end up like
bottom
Kesha.
Line.
You end up like Kesha.
Like, look, you can't do it. No matter who you are. Yeah. All right. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You're a trans man, trans woman. It don't matter. You can't go around forcing yourself upon people that don't want it. And to be honest, that is a better reaction that I would expect from Ginuwine. Like, I honestly, with like guys, with any man, you don't know what their reaction is going to be. With any person, right? Like, you don't know what the reaction is going to be, but I'm a man and I know how men react to a lot of things. And I would expect maybe a lot worse than the way he reacted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I think, there's a lot of guys that would have put India on her back, and not in a good way, to be honest with you.
Not in the way she wanted.
Not in the way she wanted. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. And the bigger point, Vic, and I didn't think about this, and this is why me and you, Vic, like Tango and Cash. You know what I mean? I never even thought about the whole sexual assault unwanted advance.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. That literally needs to be the narrative right now. Like, yo,
yes,
you try to kiss me. I didn't want to get kissed. I should be saying that you were trying to sexually assault me.
I mean, when it comes down to it, I know we're kind of making jokes. When it comes down to it,
nah, fuck all that. That's
true.
That's what it is. That's the
truth. That's what is going on there. Now, he said no, and did she try to force herself on him?
That is something that needs to. Man, listen. What a shame. What a shame.
What a shame that it's wasted on our podcast and not on that Twitter thread.
God damn it. Best believe I'm about to be on Twitter in a minute and just let everyone know. Like, listen, y'all out here talking about transphobic. Why are we talking about Me Too? Because Ginuwine was just attacked. How about that? Hashtag that. Yo, what's good?
I think we got a new name for the show. This episode. Ginuwine was attacked.
Yo, I mean, it's true, though. I feel it, Vic. I feel it. And again, we literally just talked about preference. That's Ginuwine's fucking preference. If he doesn't want to date someone who's trans, that doesn't mean that he's going to, fucking beat her up, beat the shit out of her, slap her, cuss at her, call her all types of, fucking foul shit.
It doesn't even mean that he thinks of her as less of anything.
He just doesn't want to do it. That's not him. And that should be okay.
What he prefers as, in his sexuality himself is not what she is, and that's fine.
I don't see a problem with that. Like, I don't see absolutely any issue with that, Vic.
And like I said, Eb, like I just said in the last story, there's times where we're a little too sensitive with when there's where it's misplaced. It's misplaced sensitivity. We gotta know when to hold them. We gotta know when to fold them.
Oh God!
And I think this was misplaced sensitivity. I mean, I'd be interested to see what her reaction was to it. If it was just a little bit of shame, like anybody that gets rejected is, or if she was upset in a manner that Twitter was upset.
I think she's just happy that she got some fucking notoriety out of this for, however long those 15 minutes are gonna last for her. But again, Vic, listen, your preference is your fucking preference. Yeah. If you don't want to fucking make out with a fucking trans woman or a regular woman or a fucking guy, I don't get it.
Yeah. Consent goes both ways too. That's all I gotta say. Consent goes both ways.
And if you don't fuck with it, you don't fuck with it. You don't. It is what it is. Listen, just because you don't fuck with it doesn't mean that you're like. So what? All of a sudden, I have to date a trans man, otherwise I'm transphobic, or a trans woman, otherwise I'm like.
Unfortunately,
fucking sense.
Unfortunately, I think that's kind of the narrative that's being played in certain parts of like really left-leaning people, which I think is kind of ridiculous. In my head, this is the way I see it, Eb. If I'm attracted to a person, it's my decision whether or not I wanna pursue it. And if they want to, then yes, then that's fine. We can try to pursue it. If not, then no. So you do what you want to do. You do what you want to do, and as long as it's consensual, it's fine. If it's not consensual, it's not fine. That's what it comes down to. So It wasn't consensual, and she tried to force herself on him. And good on him for just kind of removing himself from the situation that was pretty hostile, Yeah. So the fact that he's getting a little backlash is a little disappointing. And by the way, he made some great songs in the '90s, and he should be treated with a little more respect.
Put some respect on this man's name, goddammit. And he dropped that collaborative album with fucking Tank and
Ah, boy.
And
You don't
Jody.
even have. We don't have to talk.
I can't even call him. I can't even call him by his name anymore. Though from now on, I'm gonna just call him Jody because he's been wilding for too long. But yeah, man, it's a fucking travesty. But one thing that hasn't been a travesty, Vic, and I guess we kind of ended on this note. Although I did kind of have a what's beef, and I don't know if I want to talk about it.
Pick one or the other. Either the last story, or you could do your beef.
I don't know, Vic. I wanted to talk about marijuana kind of being legalized here.
Is the beef gonna be good for next week?
I got a lot of what's beefs for the next couple of weeks.
All right, let's just go to the story then.
You know what? I don't know, Vic. This really hasn't even been a fucking story, dog. Because weed has essentially been fucking legal in this bitch for quite some time, dog.
Then fucking kick the what's beef then.
They kick the fucking what's beef then.
To me, I check this. What's beef? Beef is when you need two cats to go to sleep. Beef is when your moms ain't safe up in the streets. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in ICU. One more time. What's beef?
Guaranteed to be in ICU.
When you need two gats to fucking go to sleep.
Oh my god! All right, Ed, what you got?
So this is gonna be a very short what's beef, but it's gonna be a very informative what's beef.
I'm interested because I haven't been
it's a
prepped
PSA.
for this.
You haven't, but we've spoken about it.
Okay.
This is going to be a PSA. It's going to be a PSA for actually two types of people, but one in particular. One in fucking particular that is really getting under my fucking skin. And then one of these motherfucking days, god damn it, there's going to be some fucking problems.
Oh shit. Okay.
And I'm talking to you motherfuckers that are always on your fucking bikes in your motherfucking bike lane who want to get into a regular fucking lane and hold everyone the fuck up, sticking your left hand out and putting your left hand up like you playing fucking what's it called? Fucking Simon Says. You put your left hand in, you do right bounce, whatever the fuck, the okey fucking pokey, trying to make a fucking left turn is you motherfuckers on bicycles. Okay? I'm getting fucking sick and tired of you motherfuckers holding me up and then turning back at me like you got a fucking problem because I'm trying to get around your dumbass because you got another 17 cars behind us, all because your dumb fucking ass wants to ride in the one fucking lane that's designated for fucking cars. Get your dumb fucking ass off to the side and get in the fucking bike lane, you fucking mope. That's right. I'm talking to you. You know who you are. You and all 7 of your friends who want to ride around downtown Los Angeles like the shit is sweet. The shit's congested as it is. Get your stupid ass on the side, you fucking idiot. Why? Because I'm going to fucking run over one of you dumb motherfuckers. That's why. All right?
On accident.
Because I'm trying to get to where the fuck I'm trying to get to, and your dumb ass is just fucking lollygagging. Okay, listen, if you got the fucking suit, if you got the spandex, you got the fucking goggles, you got the little ass shoes, then your ass need to be cycling, okay? You need to be fucking hauling ass. You shouldn't be in the fucking way holding all us up on 7th Street on a one-way fucking street, okay, on Broadway. One of these days, your ass is going to get bumped to the side, okay? And this also goes for you motherfuckers on motorcycles.
Oh,
okay?
Wow.
Yeah, no, Vic, no. Oh, wow, my ass.
Oh, wow.
You motherfuckers riding on a motherfucking motorcycle going less than the speed limit? No, absolutely not. You're out of fucking pocket, okay? Vic, there's one thing that I cannot stand, and that's being in one of the 2 lanes that are available, and a guy on a fucking motorcycle wants to fucking go at 30, 40, 50 miles an hour. Get the fuck in the middle of the lane where you belong and cut through us. Don't fucking, oh my God, Vic, one of these days, man, I'm telling you, there's gonna be a fight, dog. because these guys
an accident
causing congestion on the fucking freeway, and I can't take it, man. I'm telling you, man.
If I'm looking out for you, it'll be an accident.
Yeah, I know. I'm putting myself out here.
You already incriminating yourself. You ain't even done nothing yet.
Oh man, no, man. Listen, the one thing I can't stand is you're on the fucking carpool lane, and here comes Mr. Wheels on his motorcycle, you know what I mean, Mr. fucking Sons of Anarchy, and he wants to fucking go 45 miles an hour, blocking all types of traffic, and you can't even get around this guy because the fucking van that's also in the other fucking lane who wants to drive 45 fucking miles an hour. Now we're all backed up. Now I can understand if there's two cars. I would love for the other car to get in behind the other slow ass fucking car, so there's one fast lane. No. But I get it. But when you're in a fucking motorcycle, Vic, get in the fucking middle of the lane. Get in the middle of both fucking lanes so one can go. And then if the other dumb motherfucker wants to drive slow, let him drive slow. But why are you holding us up? It's a pet peeve of mine, dog. And that's my what's beef for this week.
Well, let me tell you what I think about all this.
Don't tell me you the dumb motherfucker in the bicycle, dog, sticking your hand out, sticking your left hand, getting mad at me because I'm trying to, like, I'm tailgating you. And that's to get your dumb ass on the fucking bike lane.
The only time I have a problem with cyclists, is when they're like 4 across. Drive right into the street. Yeah. Like, the street is already slow enough as it is. Be considerate. Drive in a line at least.
No.
Right in a line.
No.
Don't spread all the way across the street and then slow everybody. A car is faster than a bike, 100% of the time.
And it weighs more than one too.
And it weighs more. It weighs more than one. An accident. It's an accident. I swear it. I don't know, man. You got to share the road with people, but there's certain courtesies that I can see what you're saying. Certain courtesies that should be made.
Vic, let me tell you, these cyclists, these fucking cyclists think that they own the fucking road, dog, and they think that the rules don't apply to them. You know what I mean? Like, they think that they're pedestrians. They think that they have the right of way. No, fuckface. If you're on the fucking road, then you have to abide by the road's rules. They're in the California rule book. I had to cuss one of these fucking idiots out. He spit on my fucking window, dog. Oh, dog, I was about to fucking kill this guy. I was going to beat his ass, dog.
Accident.
No. I wasn't going to run him over. I'll never run somebody over. No matter how mad, I'll beat the shit out of you. I'll get in a fight with you because once you spit on me, you're attacking me. Okay?
That's assault. That's assault.
That's assault on my truck and me. Okay? But the point is, yo, my man, if you're in a fucking bike lane, if you're in a bike period and you're on the fucking road, guess what, moron? You don't have the fucking right of way. You're not walking. You're on a bike. So technically, you have to abide by the rules of the vehicles. So that means
traffic laws, yeah.
Get your fucking dumb ass out the way, get in the bike lane, or fucking walk. Do one of the two.
And that's going to be our show for this week. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, Buffet_boys. You can also find us on our website, BuffetboysPodcast.tk, because we still can't afford a .com, but hopefully we're sounding better. We use our money for other things. Shout out to the UML podcast, or UML network. Listen to everybody on there. We have a good lineup going, and we're working on things to make the network a little bit better, a little stronger, trying to grow. So shout out to everyone out there helping us out, and it's going to be a good 2018, Ed.
Yes, it is. And sorry for last week. I know the audio was kind of fucked up, at least on my part anyway.
One side of the audio was fucked up.
One side of the audio. It happens every.
Hey, look, Ed, I've had a potato mic before, so it's happened, and hopefully with this new setup, we're gonna be good, and you know we're straight. We're ready to go. We're ready for 2018.
Gucci, as they say. But yeah, man. Again, big shout out to the UML network. Appreciate y'all fucking with us. We'll be on again Tuesdays with the Geek Set podcast and Mobile Sports. So check us out tomorrow, or check us out today. Yeah. Whatever. The fucking point is, Tuesdays, we'll be on Tuesdays, okay?
Check us out on Tuesdays.
But yeah, man. Hey, listen. It was fun. It was episode 51. You know what it is. Support your local minorities. We've been saying it. We're going to be back next week, as always. Podcasting for the culture, bringing more knowledge for your brain, more culture for your soul, and more bullshit for your week. It's your boy, the Salvadoran sensation, Eb.
Your boy, Vic.
Yo, save TPS. Save TPS.
Save TPS. One.